Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with DD. I am going to try to do something I never, ever do. I'm going to try to put out 4 videos today. I think it's 4. I'm going to try to do sisters. Well, it's going to be 3 because I'm going to combine Basketball Wives series, Orlando and LA. Then I'm going to try to do SLC and then sisters. Now, SLC is good to me. I don't get very many views on that video, but I tell you, if you come on in and watch the videos, or me, if you don't watch the show, I put you on the scene. And when I put you on the scene, that should motivate you to want to watch the show. Like, Simply Sakina said over there on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, uh, the white girls are giving what our Potomac ladies are not. It just is what it is. Beverly Hills is hot. Miami is hot. SLC is hot. I might even go back and do a wrap up video for Miami, and because I don't review Miami and Beverly Hills, it just was just too much. But I've been watching both of them since its inception. I did my introduction by saying that I do watch all the Housewives shows. I only 2 that I didn't watch were Dallas and uh, Roni. Now, something got in my crawl space last night. I was watching Melody's live, Melody Cherie Rogers live. Let me just say, I have always said that I am a Melomita. Okay. Not like that, but like that. You know, me admiring her from, you know, now that is a Phoenix story to me. Okay. However, I said I would be fair as far as how I see things on the show. I don't think that commentators should be attacked for being fair when we watch the show. And what I mean by that is if we say something that we don't agree with Mel. Now I've seen a lot of commentators that just, hone in on LMAH and the millimeters that do that. They don't kind of do a fair and balanced analysis of Mel. If she's on the show and she's doing something that I don't agree with, that's my opinion. I don't agree with everything that everybody does. I don't agree with everything that people I like do. And that's just like with the whole Beyonce looking pale thing. I'm not a fan, never was a fan, don't have any of her music. Well, I take that back. I was a fan of the original Destiny's Child. And when they broke up, and I just, my spirit told me about some behind the scenes things. I did read the unofficial autobiography. Uh, just put a bad taste in my mouth. That's the way I am. I float on my own boat, okay? And we don't. And then us millimeters, we don't have to agree with each other. And then Beehive members, guys, if you don't agree with something Beyonce does, you can say it. If you just say something like, well, I didn't like her hairstyle that day. Here they come. And I've noticed that a lot when it comes to Mel. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I wouldn't go to the extreme like calling her out her name and all this type of stuff. I don't even call Beyonce out her name. I just am not a fan. It's okay, people. Everything you like, somebody else may not like. And I think that we've been bullied to the point where we can't say we don't like certain people or certain things. That's not right. Okay? Now, let me tell you what got up in my crawl space, and I did inbox mail. I'm going to keep this short, short, sweet, and to the point. I saw both sides, okay? I'm not saying I see Anthony Lawfully's side, okay? I'm just saying I saw her side and I saw his side, okay? I saw his video about Dawn. Now he put a lot of things behind his paywall, so and I'm not gonna subscribe to the paywall. But that night, that particular night in the live, I did ask him. I said, "And what exactly does this have to do with Mel again?" I think I was watching. I can't call her name right now, but Show and Style. I think that's where I saw the original, but I follow Mel myself, so I could have gotten it if she was live when I saw that and she didn't take it down. But like I said, I scrolled through her page. I couldn't find Scorpios in general defense mechanism. If I have let you in my space and we are cool, and then you do something to me, again, stinger effect. If I let that stinger out, I'm not dealing with you. Flat out. And a lot of uh, Mel's cast is like that. I'm really surprised that with Kimmy, she didn't invite her to the name change ceremony. I'm surprised that with her, she didn't. But at the same time, what we do with that stinger effect, we store. And it's, to me, a lot of people say it's an awful trait. But I'm just telling you, Scorpio to other Scorpio, we have a tendency to store information. It goes back there in that memory that I tell y'all about and my followers, and it just stays there. And if we feel like you wronged us in any way, it comes out. I still have grudges against people who have passed along. I still have a grudge against my ninth grade basketball coach because she cut me with something that I had done to defend our team. Right? I'm not saying that she didn't think I was good enough because she didn't let me try out. She cut me because I was doing something to defend our team and I spoke out. Okay? And a lot of people don't like that outspoken personality about myself. So I said all that to say she holds grudges. That is what it is. Another trait that other people don't like. But again, to me, the stinger effect is also a defense mechanism. She took all what she could from Motel Hotel. Mel don't know me from can of paint or hole in the wall. Again, let me say that. Probably doesn't even know I have a channel. However, she did respond to me on her Instagram because I'm gonna tell you something. This is what got my stinger effect going and my antennas up. Okay? Period. It wasn't about her issue with Anthony because I don't even watch him like that. I dipped in the inbox. She said, "Are there any mandated reporters in the audience?" And I tell people all the time, I don't care how long it's been since I worked for DHS. I will always be a social worker at heart because I've seen too many things, done too many things, had accolades in that position, but in the almost 3 years that I worked there, you see things that will affect you for a lifetime. So I wasn't going to get in the mess about, screen grabbing what she said. I just wanted to screen grab that little piece that caught my attention, which was the part about being a mandated reporter. Mandated reporters If you know something, say something. Everyone is a mandated reporter. You don't have to be in social work to be a mandated reporter. Mandated reporters are all around you. It's official. Like, I used to get reports from from cashiers that worked in the store who saw a child that they perceived as being abused. Okay. If you have a perception that a child is being abused, then you can report. All we need is the perception. It is up to the social worker to break all that down, unwind it, investigate it, a thorough investigation, by the way, and decide if that parent is fit enough to continue to raise their child. That's it, period. Now, I worked in children's services, so it was an implication to me, allegedly, that there may have been some misconduct. That's what I got from it. I'm saying this is what got in my crawl space. It may have been some misconduct on Anthony's part. I didn't even tell Mel I had a channel. I just said these words. We are all mandated reporters. If you know something, say something. Period. Point blank. I've always been the type of person that in this social work industry, I never want to see any harm come to children. That's why I was so, and I toot myself, boop, boop. That's why I was so good at my job. Okay? Like, I got up in the middle of the night one night and I knew these parents, right? A, a, a male and a female. I knew these parents prior to, and they had other reports on them. So in the middle of the night, a doctor called me and said that the child's arm was broken. Then it always looks like abuse. That's why a thorough investigation has to be done. We found out that the child ended up having, they call it brittle bones, but it wasn't that severe as brittle bones. I mean, it's just that the child was on the cusp of having brittle bones. And the doctor who took the report, he was like, I'm just going by what the child is saying. The child said she fell out the trampoline. Okay. So he did report it. That's his job as a mandated reporter. That's where it ends. That's why we always say we're all mandated reporters. Know something, say something. That was our motto. If it's true or untrue or whatever, once you do the reporting, don't ever be scared to report. Once you report, again, it is up to DHS supervisor. It is a long process in a short time because we have to investigate. We have to talk to our supervisors. We have to talk to a judge. We have to talk to the DA. So when people say you just going around snatching up people's children, that's not how it works. At least we were there when I was here in my county. Okay. And then you also have to get police involvement. And police have to be contacted whether, you know, even at the onset of you believing something may have occurred. All I said again, Jamel, if you know something, say something. Don't let this be a revenge thing here. This is about protecting some type of maybe like underage situation that he may have had going on, go ahead and tell it. This is not the time where you could be passive aggressive on that one. Okay? I don't see it that way. This is, don't just tell it because it's Mad Day. Tell it because it's the right thing to do. I recap Loving Mary Huntsville again. I love Melody, but at the same time, I'm just saying, get it out there. If you have to, get somebody on your team to get it out there. Because if it's any type of alleged abuse, let them sort it out. Let the social workers, let the caseworkers, uh, supervisors, so forth and so on. Let them sort all that out. Now, from my understanding, looking at your video, you probably didn't really have to tell that part of the situation. It could have been a situation where you could have just told what he did to you, because it sounded like in a little bit of way that he was a little stalkerish, allegedly, in my opinion. It's neither here nor there. My social work antennas went up, and that's that on that. I don't have anything else to say about the situation between them, but if there is some alleged abuse going on, don't hold back on that, and don't tell just to be telling. Tell it because it's the right thing to do. Again, I'm going to close saying that. It's Country Conversations with Diva D. This is just the in-depth analysis from a social worker's point of view. Formal. Let me put form out there. And I don't mind showing my certification because I will always have. I might not be licensed at this time, but your certification never leaves you. Okay, so I always have that. It's like you have to get, recertified, yearly to upkeep your license. But I wasn't ever licensed. I worked under my social workers. I mean, my supervisor's license, and that's legal in the state of Mississippi. I don't know if that's legal in other places, but it's legal in the state of Mississippi. Now they were trying to outlaw it, and came up with a way for me to go back to school and get my license. But I was like, I'm not going to get 2 bachelor's degrees. There was, it was other factors. That's the reason why I left. I mean, it had become a situation where it was getting emotional. That's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is I'm giving you a perspective from a professional. Okay. And with that, like I said, I'm going to close this Country Conversation with DVD. Be looking for at least SLC and Basketball Wives if I don't get the sisters. All right. Like the video. Come in. Get the likes up. Move me up in the algorithm. I will talk to you guys later. And as I do when I close, I'm chunking them up. Deuces.